everybody. Welcome to Conversations with Jack. I am Jack Randall Earls, and I'm here with Vickie Parker to talk about our August production, Something Rotten. Let's see. Something Rotten will be on stage August 15th through the 17th and August 21st through the 24th. It's being sponsored by Hopkins Rector and Benison Hurt. Tickets are $15 and are available at the box office only. There are no online sales. The box office is open Monday through Saturday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And you can call them at 765-653-5880, or you can stop by and pick up your tickets there at the Hazeldean Longdon Theater. All performances begin at 8 p.m., and this production is rated PG-13. So, Vickie Parker, how's it going?
Hey, it's going. It does not reflect its title, Something Rotten. I'm happy to say that. It is, I know people are not familiar with it. It's a musical and it's a comedy.
And a Tony winner.
And, the first time I've seen it 3 times, but the first time I saw it, something happened during the show and I thought, boy, I want to do this show. And later in the show, something else happened, and I said to myself, I want our Putnam County Playhouse audience to see this show.
So tell me a little bit more something about something.
Something about something is that, as I said, it's a musical, it's a comedy. There are 2 brothers who want more than anything to write a show better than Shakespeare. They're tired of Shakespeare being the bard, and they want to, particularly one of the brothers wants to outdo Shakespeare. So the show is about their trek to do that. And of course, like any show, it's up and down and up and down. It's a show about brotherly love and
Love against odds.
And love against odds, by all means. Self-realization, to thine own self be true, yes, which is one of the songs.
So I'm assuming by your description that this takes place in the Shakespeare, the Elizabethan era.
In 1590, in the Elizabethan era, Shakespeare is present in the show, but a bit of a rock star. Not going to be the normal one you think of, and we don't know, maybe he was kind of a rock star.
Well, I think it was. So being set in that time period, can we expect to see then some Elizabethan costumes?
Oh my gosh.
I've seen Elizabethan
Elizabethan costumes are not cool, as in heat-wise. Yes. They're very, very warm, and they're heavy. We've rented some costumes from Fort Wayne Civic Theater, some costumes from Richmond Civic Theater, some costumes from Nebraska, but we've also been able to use a lot of our own costumes, and particularly thanks to Sam Brown, who has donated some Elizabethan costumes to the Playhouse. So we are fully clothed in Elizabethan time period.
Yes, I've seen some of them walking around, and I don't think I've read it in the bylaws that the hottest costumes have to be worn during the hottest month of the summer, but that it always seems to be so.
It does indeed. Yes. It does indeed.
So now, who are some of the leading performers in the show? What roles do they play?
The brothers are played by Dylan Arnold and T.J. Tincher. And Dylan Arnold is the brother who really wants to outdo Shakespeare. Their wives, the characters are Portia and Bee. Portia is played by a newcomer to our stage who I am blessed to have, beautiful voice, Andrea Young. And Bee is played by Natalie King. And again, the women's voices they're perfect for these 2 characters. And that's worked out well. Nostradamus is played by Mark Adams, and
isn't it the cousin of the real Nostradamus, or is that a surprise?
Well, it is. It is the nephew, but but he finds that out, the Bonham brothers find that out, that it's not the real Nostradamus. And then, of course, Shakespeare is played by Andrew Rank, and which will be a familiar name to many of you. And if you know Andrew and how he acts, then you can just imagine.
Yeah,
if you don't, that's okay too.
And there's a large ensemble as well of new people and familiar faces.
There is.
And they just seem to be having a lot of fun when I see them going from the rehearsal center and coming into the theater. They seem to be having a lot of fun.
They are, and this is a very heavy show for ensemble. They're on a lot and a lot of backup, which is great for them.
Yeah, if they can find their entrance, it'll be great.
Yes.
And their line.
And their lines.
Yeah. All right, well, if there's music, there's got to be dancing. So what goes on with the feet and something wrong?
Oh, some of my favorite moves, some of my very favorite moves, and there's tap, and there's updated bebop, and there's very more ensemble created movement. So everybody gets a little taste of all kinds of dance.
So it's just one big dream ballet.
It is. It is wonderful.
Now, who's your choreographer?
Choreographer Deb Bramall. Yes, she choreographed the tap, and Karen Sutherland choreographed all the ensemble numbers, and she also taps too.
Yes.
But she's the choreographer for the rest of the show.
Well, Sherry Hedge was walking around here. Is she in the show?
She is, with her tap shoes going, I haven't done this for 42 years or whatever.
The last time I worked with her, I believe, was when she directed Hello Dolly here.
Yeah, I think it was.
I'm so glad that she's back for a visit.
I am too.
I danced with her in 42nd Street and Showboat. Back in the number, and it was great.
And 42nd Street was probably the last time she tapped for us.
It may have been. It may have been. Now, tell us, everybody is curious, what's this PG-13 rating all about?
This PG-13 rating is all mostly about language. And it's not coarse language, but it's word choices. It is situational in that it's in innuendo. So that's the part and I think people have probably heard me say, it reminds me of Disney when the kids are laughing and the adults are laughing, but they're both laughing about something different. And so it's innuendo as well, and language, and that's just so our audience is prepared and can make good decisions about their children as well.
Whether they want to come,
Exactly.
who they want to bring.
Exactly.
Well, I think that's good. Okay, now that sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like a ton of fun.
It is.
Thank you for joining us today, Vickie, and it's always fun to talk to you.
Thank you for having me.
Something Rotten is at the Putnam County Playhouse August 15th through the 17th and August 21st through the 24th. It's being sponsored by Hopkins Rector and Biddles and Hurt. Tickets are $15 and are available at the box office only Monday through Saturday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Call 653-5880 or stop by the Hazelday Longden Theater. All performances begin at 8 p.m. The production is rated PG-13. So come on out. You might see Queen Elizabeth I.
I think they might.